Good evening. Anything that we discuss today would be for educational purposes only. I would like to welcome you all to Digital Trading Flow. It's a platform where we disseminate financial data in real time to provide actionable insights for educational purposes using various live streaming technologies. You can follow along as I navigate the markets by trading in my own account, and hopefully, you will learn how I analyze the data in real time to make smarter trading decisions. We would be analyzing our view for tomorrow, that is 30th September. We would be analyzing Nifty on multiple time frames, as well as we would be discussing options open interest data along with stock watch list for tomorrow. And I would also be telling you how you can access digital trading floor for free for 12 months. So let's start. I would first tell you how you can access digital trading flow for free for 12 months. You just have to log on to the website www.digitaltradingflow.org, and once the website opens, you just have to click on pricing. When you will click on pricing, you will be able to see two boxes. One would be telling you about what is digital trading flow and how you can subscribe to digital trading flow for free for 12 months. So you just have to click on this link. This link is 12-month free subscription Samco, and this link will take you to my Samco franchisee referral link. As you all know, I am a authorized business partner of Samco. So using this link, you can register by entering your name, email, and mobile number, and you can create a demat or a trading account, or both demat and trading account, and with Samco. And once your account is up and running, you can contact me on my number which is mentioned over here, and you would be able to access digital trading flow for free for 12 months. And I would tell you again that digital trading flow is going to broadcast almost 7 hours of live programming every weekday, and I would be broadcasting my trading on YouTube for everyone from 9:15 to 10 a.m. and the private live stream content from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The private live stream content would be accessible only to customers who open their accounts with Samco using my franchisee referral link. So that's enough for self promotion regarding my digital trading flow. So let's analyze market for tomorrow. Max pain has shifted from 11,150 to 11,200 levels. So if we see Nifty chart today, if you see from perspective of price action alone, so we have made again a higher high and a higher low. So technically we are in an uptrend with respect to ultra short term perspective. And if you remember that our monthly open for September is 11,464, and our weekly open is 11,140. So we have a situation in which monthly time frame is under control of sellers and weekly time frame is under control of buyers. And if we see the daily open, it is 11,288. So we have a situation today where we gapped up and traded lower. During the day, market was under the control of sellers. So from perspective of time frame continuity, we had only alignment of two time frames, monthly as well as our daily time frame, and weekly time frame was not aligned to the downside. So here you can see monthly is under control of sellers, weekly is still under control of buyers, and so far it's an inside candlestick right now. And it's too early to conclude that this week it will remain inside candlestick only, but so far it's an inside candlestick on weekly. And on daily time frame, we opened higher and traded lower. So we did not have any time frame continuity, and market was under control of sellers during the day, which aligned with the monthly time frame. So that is the reason why today dips were not being bought very easily, because two sets of participants were relatively more aggressive than the buyers today. So that resulted in basically a red daily candlestick today. But from ultra short term perspective, again we had a higher high and a higher low itself. So we our bias should be sideways with view towards the upside. That is, we should be prepared for sideways price action with a bias toward the upside. So our view for tomorrow would be above 11,222 we would trade towards 11,284 levels, and then 11,305 levels, which is today's high, and above that we can potentially trade towards 11,338 levels. And on the downside, below 11,181 levels we can potentially trade towards 11,160 levels, 11,148 levels, and 11,106 levels. Conservative traders, they can refrain from trading in 11,222 to 11,181 range of the markets. So um, today's low was 11,181. So basically, for conservative traders, we should refrain from shorting the markets as long as it is above 11,181 levels. But for aggressive traders who are very ultra fast traders, they can do anything in the day. Trend doesn't even matter for high frequency traders. So that is a view for tomorrow based on price action itself. Above 11,222 level, we can potentially trade towards 11,340 levels, and below 11,181 levels, we can potentially trade towards 11,100 levels, broadly speaking. And if we analyze options open interest data, I have already informed you that Maxmin is shifted from 11,150 to 11,200 today. And today, almost 3.09 crore shares of calls were written, and overall, 2 crore 92 lakh shares of puts have been written so far in this series. And broadly speaking, 11,300 is a strong resistance going forward, followed by 11,400 and 11,500, and on the downside 11,000 is the level which is likely to act as a support in the near term. And if we see overall open interest change intraday today you will observe that almost 51 lakh shares of calls were written, as opposed to only 9.5 lakh shares of puts were written. So here you can see over here 11,000, the maximum amount of shares were written on 11,400 and 11,300 strike, and on downside puts 11,200 is the level where the maximum amount of puts were written. So for the ultra short term for today, tomorrow, as I have already discussed our analysis, above 11,222 we can potentially trade towards 11,340 levels, and below 11,181 we can potentially trade towards 11,000 levels tomorrow. And here you can see 10,900 strike call and 11,000 strike call, followed by 11,100 strike calls. These strikes have witnessed open interest reduction. What that signifies is that both sets of participants, called writers and buyers, they have closed their positions. Writers have booked their losses and buyers have booked their gains, because market is trading higher from these levels. So that is the what happened with respect to open interest change intraday today. And here we can analyze straddle charts. This is the 11,500 strike of straddle. So basically today it was trading higher, so it gave us a clue that market was not going to be trading towards 11,500 levels, sorry, 11,300, 11,400, potentially 11,500 levels today. Because if it were to trade higher in intraday, then this straddle would have trended lower, as opposed to acting sideways to slightly up today. And if we see 11,200 strike straddle, it was trending down beautifully today, down on the downside. It was trading below previous day lows, as well as it was trending down, and it gave us a clue that market was going to be trading near the 11,200 strike. We opened at 11,288 levels, so from the morning itself it was trending lower, so it gave us a clue that market would be trading towards 11,200 strikes. And this is the 11,000 straddle. When in the morning market opened gapped up and it traded lower, so 11,000 strike also trended lower, but it was not trading below previous day lows, because 11,000 level is very far away from 11,288 levels, so it was trading downside below the VWAP. So what that signifies for us is that market was trending lower for the day, and this straddle was also trending lower along with 11,200. So market was going towards 11,100 to 11,200 strikes. So market made a low today of 11,181, but in the end this straddle started trading higher, and because market recovered from the lows and it closed relatively higher levels above 11,200 levels today. If you see, this is the 15-minute intraday chart. So we basically opened higher, we trended low for the day, then we made a new low, and then we recovered to finally close the day near yesterday's close itself. Yesterday's close was around 11,227 levels, and today is close is around 11,222 levels. So this is our view for Nifty for tomorrow. Above 11,222 levels, we can potentially trade towards 11,340 levels, and below 11,181 levels, we can trade towards 11,100 levels. And our stock watch list for tomorrow is Lupin, SR Transfin, Shriram Transport Finance, ICICI Bank. So if we see Lupin charts on the monthly time frame, it is under the control of buyers above 932. On weekly time frame, it is under the control of sellers below 1008. On daily time frame, yes, today also it was an yesterday also it was an inside candlestick, and today also it was an inside candlestick, so we did not get any trigger to either side today. And our daily level high for today is 1014 levels, and our low for today on Lupin was around 994 levels. So if market trades above 1014 levels, in that scenario we would have time frame continuity to the upside, with monthly, weekly, as well as our daily time frame would align to the upside. And if that happens, we can potentially trade towards 1055 to 1070 levels on Lupin on the upside. And since it's an inside candlestick below 994, we can potentially trade towards 970 levels to 960 levels on Lupin to the downside. When that would happen, in that scenario, we would have daily and weekly time frame aligned against the monthly time frame till 9th, and below 932 our monthly time frame would also align to the downside. But so far, based on price location right now, probability of breaking and breaking higher to attain time frame continuity to the upside is relatively high on this script. Next stock is Shriram Transport Finance. On monthly time frame, it is under the control of sellers. On weekly time frame, it is under the control of buyers. And on daily time frame, we had an inside candlestick. So below 604 levels, we can potentially trade towards 555 levels, and we all know that weekly open was around 598 levels. So below 604 levels and below 598, we would get time frame continuity to the downside as well for all the time frames. But since it's an inside candlestick, we have to be flexible, and above 627 we can potentially trade towards 665 levels to the upside, and potentially 709 levels. And ICICI Bank, on monthly time frame, it is under control of sellers. On weekly time frame, it is under the control of buyers, and on daily time frame, we had an inside candlestick. So above 364 levels, we can potentially trade towards 375 levels, and above today's high, we will have time frame continuity on only two time frames out of three to the upside. And because our monthly open is at 396, so monthly candle would still be red. And for it to get time frame continuity to the downside, in that scenario, market would have to break first today's low 354 levels and 351 levels. Below that, we would have time frame continuity to the downside with all the time frames, with market potentially trading towards 333 levels on the downside. So this is our analysis for tomorrow for Nifty as well as our stock watch list, and I've also discussed how you can access digital trading flow for free. So I would request you all to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to our digital trading flow YouTube channel. Thank you.